Howdy, 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 my beautiful cancers. Ooh, I'm showing a little bit too much stress here. My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into my beautiful darling cancers, your weekly tarot horoscope reading from September 2021, getting into October 2021, darling cancers. Can y'all believe it already? So remember, when it comes to receiving my weekly tarot readings, it does not matter what gender you identify as. He, she, they, them, or anything inside that spectrum or outside of that spectrum. Cancers, that does not matter. What matters is that you just find the cards that resonate with you, right? And if you do, let me know in the comments below, darling, which cards resonate with you and how they do, because that's how I keep up with y'all. If you enjoy this weekly tarot reading today, cancers, or you just enjoy my vibe, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, darling, because that is really helpful to me, and I always appreciate when you do that extra step. Remember though, Cancer, that I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, honey. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. Take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe cards are just here to give you some food for thought, a perspective to consider, never making choices in your life. So let's just jump into your weekly tarot reading now, Cancer. Let's see what's going on. I already have your 3 cards pulled out, Cancer, because the cards are just being very rambunctious with y'all today. And let's do a vibe forecast, darling. Let's see how this week is going to be looking, how it's going to be feeling for y'all, Cancers. Let's see what's up. Right here, this card right here, hopefully it's a good card, right? We have the Fortitude card, or Strength card, I believe. Yeah. And so this card is the Strength card in this deck. So with this Strength card here, Cancer, you know, it could be either way. I'm gonna have to be honest, darling, right? You know, slight chance of some rain for you, Cancer. You know, with the Strength card, I always call this like my shadow work card. A card where it's just like really a time of self-reflection, time of really going in deeply with you, Cancer, and just making the hard choices and really trying to just persevere even through a bunch of issues going on, darling. So for your 3 cards that first came out for you, I'm going to be pulling more spreads, obviously, Cancer. We have the Judgment card that came out with the Ten of Swords, excuse me, and then the High Priestess card coming in here, Cancer. So I like this energy a lot of major arcana for you, Cancers, and I feel the need to just tell you, just like I keep on hearing in my head, Cancers, and so I needed to say it so it stops repeating. It's just like, you were right, and so you were right about this, you were right about this person, whatever it is that you were right about, Cancer, you're just right about it, right? Especially with the High Priestess card, darling, your intuition was spot on with something. Judgment card and this Ten of Swords here, this is giving me very much so like a narrative, Cancer, of where you found out you've got like the final straw, like something was like your last straw or something. Like you always had suspicions of this situation playing out in a certain way, or a situation doing this, like, you know, you had these suspicions of like who was putting in these swords, or this disappointment in your life, or hurting you. And there seems to be this sense, Cancer, where I feel like it's going to be revealed to you, if it isn't already, you know, having some type of source like revealing itself, being like, oh yeah, like you are the one that's been the issue, Cancer. And then you're then left with it makes sense why you would have the Fortitude card coming in, where you're just like, okay, now I have to make this tough decision of, you know, potentially closing something off. I'm only saying closing something off because tens do represents closures to cycles, Cancer. Regardless, it's just a sense of you taking action, right, with that Judgment card. And the Judgment card is a card of not just action, Cancer, but it's a card of where it's something that you didn't necessarily want to do, but you know it's for the best, right? It's like that sense of like exuding courage, even when because you know something is right, but it just still has you like shaking in your boots and just being like, you know, having some type of fear, having some type of anxiety. And, you know, it's just like it's just the sense of where you didn't want things to be this way or turn out in the way that they are, right? Like it's almost like the sense you didn't want to be right about this, Cancer, necessarily. So let's get some clarifiers on this, Cancer. Darlings, so you have the swords coming in here, Cancer, on your Judgment. Page of Pentacles coming in here on the Ten of Swords, and then the Five of Cups coming in here with the High Priestess card. So Cancers, you know, with that Three of Swords and that Judgment card, there is something that kind of is just like that, like, how would I want to say this, Cancer? It's like you are getting some type of affirmation. Page of Pentacles coming in here, maybe you're going to be hearing from some type of outside source, someone communicating with you, Cancer, being like, oh hey, did you know, like, Billy Bob Joe over here, that you were having suspicions about, like, you know, confirming something. Cancer, it's like I feel like you're going to have, again, whether it's through a person or some type of, I don't feel like it's them. I'm going to be honest. I feel as like I'm being shown like the percentage, like 20% of you guys, it's going to be like someone just being honest and just being like, you know, let's just say I'm this energy for you, Cancer. And it's just like, you know, for that 20%, you'll have me coming in and be like, hey, like I did this, or like you'll actively catch me in the act of putting that sword in your back, darling. So it's like that confirmation. But for other of you guys, for like 80% of you Cancers, I feel as if it's like something, just some type of outside source confirms it for you. And maybe, you know, I'm hoping this is not coming as off as too self-involved. Maybe something in this reading is going to be that affirmation for you Cancers, where you're just like, because I just feel like it's some type of outside source that gives you like the light bulb moment of the Three of Swords and that Ten of Swords being like, oh, this is just not good for me. This is painful for me, right? And this High Priestess card coming in here, you know, you finally book that ticket, right, to get out of Dodge, whatever the situation is, right? That Five of Cups being like, it is like a card of just having to just move on when you don't want to, right? And with that Fortitude card, like Cancers, I just want to let y'all know that I'm always supporting you in whatever decisions you end up making in your life, right? And so, because it's like I really acknowledge like how hard this is all going to be for you. So I'm going to try my best, Cancers, and not chastising you or like trying to push you into a certain narrative or certain action quicker than what you're ready for, right? Because it is a very trying time for you guys, and so I do apologize that you guys are having to be put into such a situation, even if I'm completely uninvolved in it, and obviously it's not my fault, Cancer. I can acknowledge, just as like if a friend, if like, you know, if like us, like a friend, like you telling me about your situation, it's going to be like I can see why this is so hard for you, you know, as like a narrative. You know, if you have a friend that's always just like, well, just do this, right? It's not that black and white, darling, right? There's always emotions attached, so it just makes things a little bit more complex, right, Cancer? And so I see you for that, I hear you for that, and so don't feel bad. Back of the deck is the Devil card coming in here, and I don't think I said already, Cancer, for this row, this is going to be the things that you don't see coming towards you. So this Devil card coming in here, darling, you know, this again, it's the sense here of this Devil kind of coming in, or like something just coming to light. I really do feel strongly, Cancer, something coming to light this week, where you're just like, ugh, right? For whatever causes it. Yeah, Hanged Man coming in here with the Magician card, stepping forward, Major Arcana after Major Arcana. And then the Two of Cups, Cancer. My gosh, if this is about a person, a relationship in your life, platonic or romantic, like, man, oh man, they really ended disappointing you. Right, but I like this energy also, Cancer, just because it's like, while you don't see this coming, I feel like this is long overdue for you guys as well, Cancers, admittedly, because it's like, you know, it changes things up for you. You have the Hanged Man moment, which was the energy Scorpio has for their overall week. So if you have Scorpio in your chart at all, or maybe this is involving a Scorpio, definitely check out Scorpio's reading, because there are some nuances here that are similar, but not everything being similar at all. But yeah, you guys have a Hanged Man experience with this. It's like this sense of where you see things differently and your approach is now different, you know, with this outside confirmation that allows for you to be like, oh, okay, like I was right about this. Now let me start the plan. Let me start plan B, or let me start this, you know, phase one commencing, whatever that means for you, Cancer, because that is something that just like really is like coming in my mind as the example, even though I don't really know what phase one, like, girl, what you planning, Cancer, if you're having phase one commencing, darling, girl. But then we have this Magician card coming in here. This is why I say it's a good thing for you, Cancer, is because with this Magician card, the Magician is the creator of their own reality, right? The Magician holds all the suits with them, right? They will use anything that's in their grasp, or anything in their ability, shift anything in their life to get forward to where they want to be going. Two of Cups here, this lets me know if like this situation has been constraining to you for a while, that has stopped you from creating. And so it's very much so a narrative, Cancer, you know, let's just say as like a connection, darling. You have been clinging on to this old unfulfilling situation, maybe because you're hoping for them to change, or like you're hoping you're wrong in this situation, right? You're hoping, being like, hopefully this person isn't doing this shady stuff about me or whatever. But then you get that, so you've been holding out on this connection, and because of this, you've been lacking in everything. Like everything else has been suffering because of it, because you haven't really allowed yourself to start a new phase in your life in whatever way this is, Cancer, because you never got that outside source of confirmation until now. And so when you get that outside confirmation, it changes everything up for you. Phase 1 commences, and you're opening yourself up to new energies, I feel, entirely, Cancer. So now we have the Tower moment. I'm truly staying by this, Cancer. If you have any Scorpio in your chart, definitely check out Scorpios. Cancer clarifying the Hanged Man. 10 of Cups clarifying the Magician. I like this. And the King of Pentacles clarifying the 2 of Cups. So Cancer is quite literally, whatever it is that you've been just like clinging, I don't want to say clinging onto, but you're just hopeful that you're wrong in this situation, but you're just like, you're open to the idea where it's just like, okay, if this was happening, then I can just start the next phase without worrying about this old situation anymore. You can start focusing in on creating a more abundant life for yourself, right? For many of you guys, I feel as if it's like this release of like a toxic person allows for you to just really start putting your focus mainly on creating a life for yourself, creating a close-knit circle with yourself, or creating opportunity for yourself that feels proper to you, Cancer, right? King of Pentacles, I always say, is like that extremely, this is just like a nice energy of where you're trying to just build up something big with someone that understands your vision, right? And so this 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles, is involving a person. I do feel like for maybe about like 15% of y'all, I would say like 15% of you guys, this is about like this 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles situation here is about like this new energy coming forth, a more mature energy that will help build something up for you. Because this is giving me very much so like maybe like this past energy here, super unmotivational, super like they, very much so just like not adding any value into your life. And this new person coming in here just adds like a nice, like they just are able to understand you, Cancer. They're able to see the vision that you have for your life and just building something up rather than you feeling like you have to maintain that energy, do maintenance on that energy. Does that make sense, Cancer? So let's get into your 3rd row now, girl, of the good things that are in the works for you, Cancers. We have the Knight of Coins coming in here, Page of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups. Ooh, okay. I'm going to show you these cards, obviously, Cancer. So yeah, 3 of Cups coming in here. I like this a lot. Page of Cups, right? Yeah. Ooh, girl. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So y'all can tell, Cancers, I'm excited about this. So I am actually going to reaffirm with that 2 of Cups and this King of Pentacles here. This is really going to be for some specific Cancers, where it's like if you're resonating with this in terms of like a person that you've been holding out on, not necessarily like a job situation, I really do feel like the best course of action for you this week, Cancer, is just to really find the fortitude in yourself, really find it, whatever in yourself, to really just like finally just cut it off for you. Obviously free will, and you do what you want to do, but let me explain why I'm so excited for this. Knight of Pentacles here being associated with this Page of Cups and 3 of Cups. This has been long in the making, Cancer. This new energy coming in here. 3 of Cups is representing like, by definition, it's the card of celebration, right? Celebration, victory, what have you. But it's the theme here with the 3 of Cups is like, you'll notice in most tarot readings, if you watch more than just me, like most tarot readers will identify this as like some type of third party energy, other energies, and I usually like to see this as more platonic compared to the 2 of Cups being a little bit more romantic. So it's like you're attracting more of like and I think I might have said this for one of your previous readings that I was sensing coming up for you, Cancers, where it's like you're going to be attracting more of your tribe, your soul tribe, for you. And with the Page of Cups, by definition, this is a card of new people entering your life. So quite literally, like this has been long in the making for you, Cancers. These people coming in for you, like they've been waiting so long to connect with you. And so this makes me really just happy because this is what's in the works for you, Cancer. It's just like you guys just need to have like that final, it's like obviously with that first spread, Cancer, it's like we talk about that pain, but it's like with that pain it just releases the shackles, I feel, for you. Empress card coming in here, Knight of Coins, 5 of Pentacles here with that Page of Cups, and then the 4 of Swords here on that 3 of Cups here. So, for many of you guys, I feel like the hardest thing for you guys to accept is just allowing this final energy just to cut it off and not really have anything to do with it. Because I do feel as if there's some energy in y'all's life, Cancer, that it's like that's a lesson for you guys, is learn to let go of something and not fighting for it anymore, and just allowing things to just take its course, if that makes sense, Cancer. That's the biggest thing to be looking out for, the biggest hurdle that you're going to have. But once you overcome that hurdle, things just flow so naturally in your life. That's when you're in perfect alignment with your future, truly. So, Cancers, let's feed these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin. Girl, take these cards. And then to Miss Barbara Walters over here, Cancers. And now let's get into your spirit guide and ancestral messages for this week. Let's see what tarot messages they have for you today, Cancer. What insight do your spirit guides and your ancestors have to share with you today? All right, this came out weird. Knight of Cups coming in here, Knight of Swords, and Empress card following you. And I feel like this one we're going to take as well, that Five of Swords. And let me show you these cards as well. With that Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, very youthful energy here. Knights, and this Empress card. So very youthful energy, and I do feel like there's more than just one person coming into your life, Cancer. I just heard like some of them are already around you in your life, because I'm being shown like someone like just doing like big circles around you on their horse. So I'm taking this more so as the case of where it's just like they may not necessarily know that you're like y'all are each other's soul tribe, but there's something that's keeping them lingering around you until like you have this transitional process. Five of Swords, walking away from something. So yeah, there's like, you definitely have people like circling around you. Like, it wouldn't even be surprised if you have conversations with these people later on in the future where you're just like, because I do feel like you guys are going to be meeting new people really soon if you haven't started to already, Cancer. And when you guys talk, like, you're going to notice some uncanny experiences that they have, or reasonings as to why. Like, it's very much so like right place, right timing sort of thing, right? There's going to be something that draws for them to go to the grocery store at the same time you are. It's in that avenue, right? I can come up with a million different narratives, but I feel like you get the point of where it's just like something's keeping this energy around in your space, and it's just been waiting for, very divinely sent, I feel, where that's going to draw them in, but they're waiting for that right moment before Spirit draws them into your life, Cancer. So I would really be saying, yeah, this is really like your lesson is like, again, with the Empress card, I always say is like, that's my character building card. It's the Libra card. And where it's just like, with the Libra energy, it's always like Libra's always had to look out for giving the benefit of the doubt too much, seeing the other side of the sword too much. And your lesson is learning to acknowledge where this other person or where this other energy is at, but not feel like inclined to have to help it grow or having to change it at all. Be like, you can see it and be like, oh, that's a train wreck waiting to happen. Learning to be okay with just walking away from it rather than trying to change that train wreck, because it's going to happen regardless, darling, right? You need to start, Cancer, looking at what aspect in your life that you can just truly just like walk away from, rather than fighting to change it, rather than adding more stress into your life, if that makes sense, Cancer. And so now, darling, Cancer, let's get into your how people are perceiving you at this time and their intentions towards you as well, Cancer. Let's see what's up with that, darling. Chariot card, your card coming in, Cancer. Y'all let me know that a couple of weekly readings ago that the Chariot card was y'all's card. I still stand by the fact, Cancer, not taking this away from you, but I just get such Sagittarian energy with this, because I see the Chariot as just like strong forward movement and a lot of traveling. And maybe that's something that you guys relate to, but I don't know, girl. I do appreciate the Cancers that told me what this Chariot was identified with. And the Hierophant here. Chariot, Hierophant, and the Five of Wands here. Now, this Five of Wands here, this is definitely someone that you don't, I was about to say someone you don't like, and maybe you don't like them, Cancer. It's not my place to say. I get this sense here, Cancer. There is like this sense of commitment that you have with this person that's keeping you guys together, especially with that Hierophant. Could be at the workplace, because the Hierophant is very traditional energy. Could be some type of relationship, committed relationship, because there is some sense of obligation here. Five of Wands here, though, is like this sense of like, I feel like the thought of this person, even when you talk to them, like it just does not bring forth any good feelings. It's just like you get tired and you're just exhausted even after talking to them. It's just like a full-time job dealing with them, I feel. And so what are their intentions, Cancer? King of Cups, this person probably, you might have at one point interpreted this person as like your soulmate or twin flame, because I do feel like there's a lot of similarities that you two might have, or that might exude, right? And that could just be a sense of like this other person, like y'all just mirroring each other. I just feel like you associate like this energy, how you would identify this is like someone that like, you guys share a lot in common, allegedly. Like, no, I don't mean to sound in like such a, like make this energy sound so manipulative, but I just get this weird sense of where it's just like this energy here is just like, they're kind of like trying to just make themselves more like, it's like one of those things, be like, oh, what's your favorite food? It's like, oh, crazy, that's my favorite food. And being like, my favorite color is also this, right? I don't know how genuine that is, but I digress. That's all just intuitive, so take that with a grain of salt, Cancer, I suppose. Knight of Cups coming in, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords in this Fool card. I do feel like their intentions towards you, Cancer, is trying to like stop you from having a full moment, stop you from really moving on from this energy here. It's almost as if like, I wouldn't be surprised for some of you Cancers, because of this Knight of Cups coming in here, this might be like a situation, this energy has prevented you from really engaging with these other energies that I kept seeing you guys being circled around by. Like they were trying to stop you from connecting with them, Cancer. So I mean, maybe it's like if you have like this friend who is just like that you don't really care for, and they always have something negative to say about anyone that's around your life or around you, I feel like this person is just really trying to stop you from investing your energy into new things. And so just look out for that, Cancer. Obviously, free will and all that, darling. So do what you feel like is best for you. I'm always going to support you, Cancer, in whatever decisions you end up making for your life, because end of the day, it's your life to be living, not mine. But yeah, Cancer, those are the cards that I have for you for this weekly tarot reading today. Hopefully you found some cards that did resonate with you. And also, if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that's just being Simply Velca, darling. And yeah, I will be connecting with you, Cancer, sometime in the near future, hopefully. I love you so much. Bye.